Welcome back everyone, James here, J-Man Travels. Today I'm flying on Delta from my home airport of Denver up to Seattle. Today they're supposed to be reintroducing drink services on first class flights. Alright, test 1, 2. Welcome back everyone, James here, J-Man Travels. Today I'm in my home airport of Denver heading up to Seattle on Delta. It's April 14th, and today they're supposed to be reintroducing some services into first class, including some canned margarita and a canned old-fashioned, I believe. So, should be good. I wanted to check it out and see if they're holding true to their word. I actually just got back yesterday on Alaska. Alaska beat Delta to the punch. They came back with alcohol yesterday, so let's see how Delta responds and if it's any good. Let's go see how it is.
After a quick stop in the Sky Club, it was time to head to my gate. I was pretty much the last person to get on, but that's pretty normal for me. I always figure there's no point in sitting on the plane, especially if there's no pre-departure beverage, so I just sit in the club and wait. Today I was flying on an E-175 crewed by SkyWest. These planes I actually find really nice, especially in first class. I think the seats are a little bit more comfy, they have a little bit more lumbar support, and it's really nice because you can get one seat totally by itself. Now right now, Delta is still blocking middle seats, so I picked the other side with 2 seats because that means that I got the whole other seat next to me open and I had more space to throw my stuff. I've definitely gotten too comfortable with having that middle seat open. Since I was the last one on, I quickly settled into my seat and got ready for the quick flight up to Seattle. If you're interested in seeing the full landing and takeoff video from this flight, go ahead and check out that playlist on my channel. Shortly after takeoff, they handed out the snack bag, which included goldfish, a pure all white, a Biscoff cookie, and a bottle of water, which is pretty standard for what we've been getting for the last year with Delta. Later on, the flight attendant came around and offered beer and wine, which I found very interesting because today was supposed to be a big day. Supposed to have new drink service, new alcohol. But I guess that's okay, beer and wine. Let's go ahead and wait then for the snack box, because that's coming, right? Well, unfortunately not. That's strike number 2. We didn't get a snack box. So, I settled in for the 2-hour flight, had a glass of wine, and had my goldfish, because that's all I was getting. After a little more than a 2-hour flight up to Seattle, we were coming into land. And I was kind of ready to be on the ground. I really just booked a flight in and out of Seattle just to try the new drink service, and I was kind of disappointed. I didn't get drinks or the snack box. So, yeah, not impressed. However, one thing I was superbly impressed with were the views. I mean, look at the mountains in the background. It's so beautiful to see a mountain so tall from sea level. It's absolutely stunning.
Alright, well, just touched down here in Seattle. Overall, I'm pretty disappointed with that. You know, today's supposed to be a big day, new drinks, new food, and we got none of that. So, really disappointing. I'm heading right back to Denver here in a couple hours, so hopefully, leaving Seattle, maybe they actually stock it, so we'll see. I'm hoping that this next flight's better, so go and join me. Maybe we can show you something new. I'm really hoping for it.
For this flight, I decided to go on the opposite side. I decided to take the solo seat, so that way I can kind of show you guys what it's like over there. And also, I wanted to get the views from the other side of the plane because I got the mountains on the way in. I want to see if I can get more city on the way out. As this was only a regional jet, we loaded up pretty fast and we were quickly on our way back to Denver. After getting lots of pictures of the city below, it was time to see, am I going to get a real drink service, am I going to get the real snack box, or is this going to be another disappointing flight? Well, shortly after takeoff, the flight attendant came around and she offered either the old-fashioned or the margarita. And I figured, you know what, let's start the day out right. I started with the old-fashioned. Now, I was skeptical if these were going to be good drinks, because an old-fashioned should be pretty strong, but right there on the can it said 37%, so I was excited to try it. Shortly after she handed out the drinks, she also handed out the snack box, so this flight was working out to be much better than the last one. I was really happy. Now it was time to give that drink a try. That would be the face of a very happy camper. An old-fashioned is one of my personal favorite drinks, so I was really skeptical as to if something coming out of a can could even stack up, but I really found this one to be fantastic. It was very strong, the flavors were great, it was a wonderful drink. I was really shocked. After that drink, it was time to dive into my snack box. It came with beef jerky, a chocolate, a mint, some little chips. It's a really nice box. While I was munching away, the flight attendant came by with a margarita. Again, I was skeptical, but I was a little less skeptical this time considering how good the old-fashioned was. Now it had a standard to upkeep. Now, most of the time when you go to a bar, you order a margarita, it's going to come with tequila and margarita mix, and then it's pretty average. When I like to make them, I usually add in some orange liqueur, some triple sec, something like that, Grand Marnier if you want to go fancy. And this one also had orange liqueur in it, so I was pretty impressed with that. Then, once I tasted it, well, I think my face says it. I was impressed again. It was really good. So after a few drinks and the rest of my snack box, I decided it was time to get up and take a little walk. You know, I'd been flying all day. It's hard work. It had nothing to do with tequila, I think. So let me show you around the E175. This version of the E175, operated by SkyWest, consisted of 70 seats. That's 38 seats in main cabin, 20 seats in Delta Comfort, and 12 seats up in first class. I personally love the E175. There's plenty of seats up front for upgrades, and it's actually really comfortable. And sometimes it's nice to be in a small plane. After my little walk, a couple drinks, and some great snacks, it was time to be home.
Alright, made it back to Denver here. Those new drinks are good. I had about 4 of them. I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna go sit here in the Sky Club here in Denver. I was pretty disappointed on the first flight when there was no snack box or drinks. But the second flight, when you're back in the hub city, they started serving those drinks. They were good. The old-fashioned is very strong. I was kind of skeptical whether or not it'd be strong enough. And the margarita was also fantastic. Really good stuff. So definitely recommend it. I think Alaska still beats Delta in terms of food. Also, if you don't like margaritas, you don't like old fashions, that's kind of all you're stuck to with Delta because they're pre-canned. Alaska is still doing the alcohol bottles, so you can get whatever you want. You can mix with whatever you want. That's kind of nice. But if you like old fashions, you like margaritas, which those are both my go-to drinks, it works out for you. So that's what Delta's got. Breakfast and dinner, lunch, still the same thing, still snack box. So food-wise, they're lacking. Drink-wise, they're finally stepping up, which I definitely appreciate. So let me know what you guys think down below. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.